I will not be able to see you because I am driving, and I'm not driving anywhere where I'm really going to be coming to a lot of lights. I'm on highway driving. So I won't be able to see the comments and things. So hopefully everybody hear me okay. The area I'm in right now might be a little iffy if people can hear me. And then I'm probably going through my Bluetooth in the car, so that make it iffy. But I figured as I drive to my destination, I would go ahead and talk. So uh, I went back last night and looked at the video. Thank you for the likes. I looked down and saw somebody come in and hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as I went back last night, and I meant this morning, early this morning, and since I was already up, and I see that y'all coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I can see you coming in, but I ain't reading the comments. Let it be noted that I ain't reading the comments. I'm driving hands free. I'm talking hands free. Uh, but So I went back last night, and not last night, I keep saying last night, but this morning, early this morning, before I got out and about, and I said, let me go and listen from the beginning. Because honestly, when I do a recap, I listen to the videos, and then I read the summary, and a lot of what I do is from the summary itself. And then I might grab some little voice clips for myself. So honestly, and I'm just saying it all out there, with Conscious TV. I got, so I was aware that, so I didn't know there was both videos going on. So I'm thinking it's King, and that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. But, so I saw King Jaws was live, and I saw that Conscious TV was on with him, and I thought Conscious TV was on King Jaws show. And then after he went live, or during the time, I don't know what order, but St. James went live, Thais went live. So I'm like, dog, how long going live at the same time? So I said, well, sometimes St. James and Thais might put their videos on membership. So I said, let me go watch them first, and then I come back, double back, and I'll watch King Josh, like over in the morning or in the afternoon. So as I'm watching, going between theirs, trying to catch their videos. Hold on, is this my exit? I think it is. As I'm trying to watch their videos, I get a message, and it's a voice note. It's a voice clip, Instagram. And it's basically King Jive saying, and people like Cruiser doing their videos about us and doing their little funky videos, something like that. A little bit. It depends on what mood you catch me. Y'all just let it out. Just being honest. It depends on what mood you catch me in. Sometimes you can catch me on, like, kind of on a high, like that. So I'm like, So I went in the chat. Now, by the time I got in the chat, that voice clip that was sent to me probably was said like 30 minutes or 35 minutes before I got in the chat. So I went in the chat. Do y'all hear me okay? Hopefully y'all hear me okay. So I went in the chat and I typed something to the effect of, let me make it clear, I'm here for the mess, entertainment. I'm not on anybody's side. So I just put that in there. I stayed a few minutes to kind of hear what the conversation was, and then I went back to those other videos. When the other videos went off, and then I got some more stuff. I even got an email, and I can show y'all the email. I even got an email. So I was like, what's going on here? So I was thinking, okay, let me let it just play on through, and then I go back to it like originally planned later on. Meantime, I'm getting DMs. You being shaded. Why they shade you? Why, So I was like, okay. So I went to TikTok. So I'm just kind of scrolling through TikTok. And the last DM I got was Outspoken saying, Jobs wants you to come over. Jobs is asking for you, or something to that effect. Jobs wants you to come in, or something like that. So I came back over to King Jobs and I said, drop the link. Now, before Outspoken had messaged me, I had got another voice clip. And in the voice clip it said, "Where's Miss Cruiser? Where's Miss Cruiser?" And I heard, bring your roller wrap, something roller wrap over. Now, again, those of you from the B sector already know that the last big blow up that I had on the B sector before I just like I'm walking away from this was me saying to the Olivia Oracle, yes, sometimes I can be sensitive. Absolutely. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm, not human or inhuman, or I don't have any feelings. Sometimes I can be sensitive. So could I have taken that comment the wrong way? Absolutely. Obviously I did. Going along with what I heard earlier. Now, could I have taken what I heard earlier the wrong way? When King Jobs said earlier, something to the effect of, like when these YouTubers come out, like Miss Cruiser, and that's kind of how he said it. They don't care about us with their funky something content or something to that effect. Could I have taken that wrong? Obviously, I did. Thinking, but with that, I thought, okay, let me just tell him I'm not trying to take any sides, Jobs. Let me drop in the chat. Like I said, I went in and dropped in the chat. Let me say to him, I'm not trying to take any sides. I'm just, recapping. That's all I'm doing. I'm just recapping. I'm not trying to jump on this side or the other or trying to lean towards this. I'm just trying to recap and give my honest opinion. So with those two things, could I have jumped the gun? Absolutely. So when I went up there, was I a little agitated? Yeah, I was. And then when I went up, I was like, now I got to sit on the panel? I don't want to sit on the panel. Because somebody else was talking. And I was like, if they want me up here, like if I call somebody to my panel, I'm going to go ahead and say, excuse me, let me go ahead and ask such and such what I needed to ask. Me. That's not how it was put to me. I thought I was called there because they had a question for me. So that's pretty much what down. So could I have jumped the gun and could I have assumed? Because they said it was just playing with you, or it was just playful. Well, I wasn't in the live like people thought I was. And if I'm in a live, I'm gonna say I'm in a live. I'm not one to say somebody sent something to me and I'm sitting in a live. I don't feel the need to play those games. If I'm in the live, I'm in the live. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm in the bushes, I'm the one watching. But that wasn't the case yesterday. So, I'm getting a clip here, Miss Cruiser, this, that, and the other. I'm getting a clip there, Miss Cruiser wrote this, that, and the other. So to me, it was like, y'all shading me. Now y'all calling me to the panel? Like, now, Conscious said something. He said, well, you're getting all upset because somebody calling your name, but you do commentary, you put names in the thing, you do thumbnails and stuff like that. You do commentary. So how you think nobody can call your name? He's exactly right. When I do commentary, I put myself in it. Because my thing last night was, I'm not connected to, I do commentary on some of this, but I'm not personally connected to any of this. I don't have any relationship with Larry. I don't have any relationship with Bishop Bernard Jordan. I don't have any relationship with Thais. I don't have any relationship with Jobs. None of these people I talk to behind the scenes, I ever talk to behind the scenes. I've never met any of these people. I'm not in any of the arguments or the beefs that's going on. I wasn't a part of it. So in my mind, I'm disconnected from it. I'm just doing commentary on it. But he was exactly right. At the point of me doing commentary on it, that does put me in it. It indeed puts me in it. Now I'm in it. And that's the part I don't want to be. As crazy as that sounds, I wanted to do commentary on it, but not be in it. And that's just not possible. It's just not possible, because somebody going to feel a certain type of way, or somebody going to want me to hear their side of it. Let me clear up this. Let me give clarity to that. Let me do this. And that's the other part of it. If I'm going to do commentary, and this is something I said to St. James when I, when I stopped going to Patreons and stuff, this is something I said to him. I don't want to hear the Patreon stuff. I don't want to hear the members only stuff. I don't want to be behind the scenes. I don't want to do a lot of paneling if I'm going to do commentary, because that don't put me on a neutral ground. So that's why I did not want to sit up there. I just wanted to see what it was that they had to ask me or whatever and get on off the panel. And I did come in high. People close to me say, yep, you did. And that's who I am. I'm like, that's how I can be sometimes. I'm like, pop, 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 pop. But that's not who I want to be online. That's what I tried to move away from. That's why I tried to disengage from all of that. Because I have done that. Been there, done that. I have been cussed out and dragged, and I have cussed out and dragged. Have done it. Before anybody say, you think you've done? Yes, I have done it. But people can do stuff and don't want to do it no more. Just like that. I have done it. I don't want to do it no more. And so I this morning I was like, okay, let me go back and listen to the live in context, in full, without just a little clip here, little clip there, a little clip here. Let me look at it. And I haven't got through the whole thing, of course, but I got through the parts of, through the parts that were sent to me, so I can hear it in context to see, if maybe I jumped the gun, if maybe I misunderstood. I still feel like, on one hand, like maybe they were just kind of teasing me or whatever. I didn't take it that way. I took it as them trying to shade me or didn't like my content or whatever. So that was me once again getting sensitive. I'm an artist, sensitive about my shit. I'm just teasing. That was me once again getting sensitive. And as Conscious said, you can't. When you do commentary, you can't. You just can't. And he's exactly right about it. I said that very thing to two people on my panel. If you say something, it doesn't matter if it was in members, behind the scenes. If you say something, people have a right to say something back. And if I do commentary, people have a right to criticize or make any assumptions or whatever about it. So I say all that to say this. I got to figure out what else I can do. I do not want to do commentary on things that's going to put me in a beef that have absolutely nothing to do with me. I have absolutely no desire to take a side on the whole Larry Reed, Bishop Bernard Jordan beef. I have no desire to take a side on anybody else's beef. Y'all hear me say all the time, I was not there when y'all were cool, make no decisions in it, and wasn't there when you fell out. I don't get in other people's stuff as far as taking a side with their beef. One thing about, people could be mad at each other today and cool tomorrow, and you all up in it, minus some business that wasn't yours, and now you up. I just don't want to. And it ain't my business. I mean, like, I do commentary on it so that, I'm getting in the business, but as far as, saying who's right or who's wrong, it's I don't know the inside and the outside. It's so much of it I wasn't there. I wasn't in Orlando. I ain't never heard no audios. I don't know. I don't have privy to conversations. The only thing I have is I'm not conversation. The only thing I have is what's presented to me right out here in the public that everybody else hears, and pulling together the commentary. And like I said, if you listen to my commentary and you go back and look at the summary, you'll see that most of it is almost word for word verbatim from the summary. That's where it comes from. Not me adding a whole lot to it besides my little one-liners or whatever. It's not me adding a lot. It's just me doing commentary. And that's the reason why, do I enjoy watching the back and forth? Yes, to a certain degree. There are some things I just don't want to tackle. This whole thing where it's going now with audios and this person said this and that person said that, and let me think of something, an example I can give. Let me just put it like this: where it looks like it's going to go somewhere towards court, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got no business in nobody's courts over anything don't have nothing to do with me that I wasn't a part of or in. And and I'm not saying this is where it was going, but there was a lot said last night. There was a lot said. Um, and again, that lot said ain't got nothing to do with me. It's getting kind of deep. It's getting deep in a lot of things. Even the whole thing with the whole thing where we had the discussion about Thais going to Tampa. To me, that was the first warning flag for me. That was the first. Girl, you better get out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You knew he went out of town, but you ain't know none of that. I don't know, I don't know nothing about none of that. So people start telling me stuff, and I'm like, whoa, what happened? You know, then that puts me in it because I'm talking about it, and people in my chat talking about it. That puts me in it. It puts me deep in it. So I'm gonna have to find me something else to do. As far as, a lot of people say, well, do something else. We enjoy your commentary. I'm gonna have to find that something else. I'm gonna have to find that something else because I'm not getting out here banging and fussing and cussing and throwing and swinging and clinging and all that no more. I'm just not gonna do it. And I know the subscribers love it. It's entertaining. It's juicy. A lot of y'all can come to my chat and I'll summarize. I can, summarize a 4-hour, video within, I can go from one to one. Like I can do a few videos and I'm gonna just give y'all just the basically what happened. Of course, I can't give you the whole video. If I'm doing a 1 hour, 10-minute video and I've covered 3 videos and each of those 3 videos for 2 hours, of course you ain't getting the whole thing. You're not. Or 3 hours, 4 hours. You're not getting the whole thing. And I know people enjoy it for that reason. And people have their own reasonings for want me to continue. But it's not good for me to continue. Because, like I said, he made an excellent point that when you do commentary on it, you got to get up here, you put the names in, you do commentary on it, you're in it. You're in it. So that is, that is why I'm taking a step back and trying to figure out what I'm going to do instead, because that ain't cool. I don't want to do that. So let me see what y'all saying in the chat, and I'm gonna get on out of here now that I'm pulled over, have turned my car off, and at a stop and not driving. So let me see. Good morning, Desiree. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Original Life. Good morning, Angie James. If you're referring to me, I wasn't feeling bad last night. I was just, like right before I got that message, my TikTok, I scrolled through TikTok till I fall asleep. I was about to fall asleep. I was in the bed. Somebody said, I thought you said you was going to bed. I was in the bed. I was in the bed about to fall asleep. So I was fine. Good morning, Cyrus. Good morning, Riri Cash. Riri Cash, you had some interesting messages, little comments in there. Like I said, I was going back through this morning. Good morning, just being so me. Good morning, Jay Duda. Good morning, Mal Trace. Good morning. I just finished your live from last night. Okay. Hold on, I gotta adjust my eyes again. Good morning, Amen, Devon. Good morning, what was said. Oh God, good morning, what was said. Hey, sugar. Good morning, the Black Church. Good morning, Shy Roslyn. Shy Roslyn, did you get my messages? I was sending you something. Ronnie Q. She did a decorative thing, and it's Ronnie Q. It looks like Ronnie IQ, so it's RONYIQ. And I also sent you something from Jill's Comfort Zone. I think you would enjoy both of their channels, Ronnie IQ and Jill's Comfort Zone. Ronnie IQ also do politics, but she do a lot of arts and crafts too. And I thought she had a separate channel for that, but I don't know. But hopefully you'll be able to find it. And Jill Comfort Zone do arts and crafts. Good morning, Outspoken. Outspoken is like, oh Lord. But I sent, for clear, I sent Outspoken a message this morning, sending her the clips that was sent to me. way in the beginning of the live, like maybe an hour and a half in, where King Jive said and Cruiser, and then later on what was said, where's Miss Cruiser, where's Roller, so, and I let her know she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't, she wasn't bringing any bones or anything like that. She just innocently said, you know Jives is calling for you, asking for you. I forgot how it was said. She didn't do anything wrong. Let's see. Riri Cash said Giles wasn't being shady. It was the host. Well, I don't know. The first, I didn't. The only thing I heard Conscious TV say was, I went back to Miss Cruz's live. He was saying that he did not listen to St. James live. He listened to Miss Cruz's live, and that wasn't shady. But then later on, I heard, that's when the clip that I heard lined up with what Job said was, these content creators doing content, and Miss Cruz with her something ass content, blah blah blah. They don't care about us. They don't care about us. They just want to be whatever, whatever. Hey, Miss LA, good morning. Hey, CH, good morning. Outspoken said, I would have never sent you the message because this is where you would flourish. Demario wanted your input. He respects you. And it makes it hard because, it makes it hard when you are trying to be neutral and you're trying to do content on everybody, and you go on one person's platform and then you start kind of putting input there. It makes it, a little bit difficult. And, I like to have my time to look at it, wrap my mind around it. And I had already said, this is a lot. This is a lot. I was dipping in and out. I was like, this is a lot. Even when I listened to that little clip and I stayed for a little while, I said, whoa, this is a lot. This is a lot. So I'm definitely going to have to listen to this first. So for me to come, and Jobs didn't know I wasn't watching. But for me to put input in it, I really would have had to watch it more than hearing a clip here, hearing a clip there, dipping in, dipping out. Desiree says, Outspoken Jobs. I agreed with Outspoken Jobs. Respect Cruiser. He wanted her to join in just in kind, no malice intent. Yeah, and I know it's not understandable and it seemed a little off, but I just didn't want to do that. First of all, what I'm going to comment to, I would have had to, catch up with the live. That's the first thing. And from what they were saying, even watching it this morning, it leaves a lot of questions that I don't even want to ask. I don't even want to ask. I don't even want to ask. Like it was one part I was listening to this morning, and it said, and William called me and he said A, and I'm not, I'm saying this exactly how it is. William said A. What is A? I don't know what A is. And then he said B, and then back chats. I ain't privy. I ain't never heard the audio. I don't know what's being said in the back chat. I don't know what William said that what the A represent that William said, and then B was said. It's just too many uncertainties, don't knows. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't, I wasn't going to redo that. For whatever reason, has a problem with your recaps. Not even sure why you stay neutral. I don't know. I wonder if it's because of the whole thing with William. I'm not by any means. Y'all know me and Williams. I had to open my door and close it to turn off those windshield wipers. Y'all know most of y'all who watch me know my relationship with William is none. Me and William used to go at it. And when I came back this time with me just wanting to recap the videos, I didn't want to go at it with William. Me and William ain't cool at all. But I don't want no back and forth with William. Like I was before, no beefing and back and forth, and he say something, and then I didn't want any of that. And I don't know, even listening to the ending when he said that he don't understand how I can come on here and do church commentary and not, I don't know what it is that he wants me to say about William that I ain't already said at some point. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, the hood table. How you doing, sugar? It's been a while. Good morning. Sadly, it was just a big misunderstanding, and it got out of hand. Let's give one another a little space. We are all human. Oh yeah, absolutely. Uh, am I able to? Uh, okay, hide that user from channel. I don't know what he's talking about. Your commentary. You're a commentator who is neutral. That's why I enjoy following you. Hey, nice. It's nice. Good morning. I do think CTV wants you to pick a side. Yeah, and that happens. It happens. You ain't gonna be out here neutral. You ain't gonna be flopping back and forth, flopping back and forth. You gonna be one way or the other. You're gonna be hot or you're gonna be cold. Some people don't like you lukewarm. And that's understandable. That's understandable. It is. It's understandable. You came in hot. You came in hot, but to me, it was justified if you heard the unnecessary shade that was being thrown. I couldn't stay quiet about it in the chat. Uh, you can't be sensitive, and nice is nice. That's gonna be a problem because I am sensitive. I am sensitive. I'm not sensitive all the time, but I can be sensitive. And when I am sensitive, I say I'm sensitive. See, that's an issue because sometimes with being a content creator, you've got to not show your feelings. You can't say when you're being sensitive. You can't say when something annoyed you. You can't say when something hurt your feelings. You can't say. You got to play the game in that like, I ain't moved. I ain't moved. And I'm just not that type of person. If I'm upset, I'm going to say I'm upset. If something annoyed me, I'm going to say I'm annoyed me. If I'm sensitive about something, if something hit me the wrong way, poke me the wrong, I'm going to say so. Now, it don't happen all the time. For the most time, I think I'm thick-skinned around here. But every now and then, I'm not thick-skinned. Blame it on the fact that I'm a woman. I don't know. These are the pieces of me. I don't know. But that's just the way it is. So, but you can't be. And so that's another reason why it's just not going to work for me because, and it's just, like I said, Conscious was exactly right. If you're going to get out here and do commentary, baby, you in it. And your name is going to be called. And I don't mind my name called. But it was like, I just felt like I was being shaded. That's the way I felt. And I don't mind being shaded, but you want me to come up there and talk to you now? My attitude ain't going to be right. My attitude just ain't gonna be right because the first thing gonna come through my head is I ain't no punk, I ain't weak, I ain't scared of knowing you, and you come off, and that's how I don't want to come off because I don't want to do that. I have no desire to do that. I'd rather be scared. I would rather be scared than to do that. I've done that, and y'all just don't know how much I don't want to do that no more. I mean, before Lord, I don't want to do that no more. I've done that, been there, played that game. You afterwards you feel foolish. I just don't want to do that no more. I don't want to be out here explaining myself like I am this morning anymore. The self-reflection is admirable and rare on here. Hey, M. Renee. Good morning. Hey, Catherine Powell. Good morning, sugar. Hey, Miss Toby. Let me see. Hey, James Solomon. All of these bloggers want you to take a side. CTV Jives, Matt, Marcellus, Ty, they all roll that way, but you St. James, y'all are not that invested in this. Y'all have careers and it's entertainment to you all. Hey, CH, I can't stand. Oops, I ain't reading that. I'm not reading that. Stand your ground, Miss Cruz, and don't allow the ninjas to run you away from your commentary. Baby, it's going to run me straight away. I hear you nice is nice, but there's things in my life that's so much important. It's going to run me straight away. You got to be smart enough to know when to walk away. You really do. You got to be wise enough to know when to walk away. It's going to run me away because it's so many things. There's so so much more important. I hear a hey Roger, but I don't see Roger. I hope I'm seeing all the chat. Oh, there go Roger. Hey Roger Davis. It's been a while. Good morning. And I know, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to just basically give a roadmap. Y'all, I'm up here at the Chick-fil-A. I'm about to order me some coffee. Might as well go and get me a sandwich while I'm at it. Up here at the Chick-fil-A. So let's go on through this drive-through. Y'all can go through the drive-through with me. Personally, I don't think you should let them bully you out of the sector. However, I respect your decision. Y'all don't know. It's more than, and I don't think anybody's bullying me. I don't think I'm being bullied. I hear that. I've heard that word a lot. I don't think I was being bullied. I think I came in hot. I think they were trying to get my attention, but I was already felt like I was being shaded, and I came in hot. And then CTV, he was like, "Bump Dad, I'm gonna get hot too. She jumping, I'm gonna jump off too." So I think that's what it happened. I don't think it was being bullied. I don't think nobody is bullying me. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody's. Listen. Some of y'all know me from the beef steak, and I'm not saying that as I'm a big bad. No, I'm saying that I'm not innocent. I don't know necessarily if I can be bullied. So I don't think that's the case. I just don't. He has a point. I'm putting myself in it when I, do commentary. Hold on, y'all. Hi, good morning.
What's the name?
Cruza. Cruza. Let me get the I want the combo. The English muffin with bacon, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
In a combo with the coffee.
Gotcha. Any cream or sugar with that?
Yeah, give me 3 French vanilla only.
Any sausage, deli, or anything?
Nope. That's it.
Gotcha. $7.95. Right, you all set?
Thank you. So yeah, I don't think that I am being bullied. I just, my decision to step away is the fact that I don't want my commentary to put me in to the fact where I'm needing to answer to things, and now I'm beefing. Somebody got mad because of something I said, giving my opinion, or something somebody else in my chat said, giving their opinion. I don't want it to become that. So that's why I want to step away, because there are things that's so much more important to me than doing commentary. Uh, because this y'all know the social media thing can get brutal and get into areas that you don't want to get into, and personally, it's not worth it that much to me. Personally, I don't think that you should. Okay, I read that. But where did you stay in Curacao? Oh, we down for a travel channel. In Curacao, I stayed at one of the Tommy Coconut. Y'all look up Curacao Tommy Coconut. We stayed in one of his, 2 of his places, because we had 2 houses. One house was beautiful. That had I don't know whether that's a balcony, and then it had a little nigh at the bottom, and it had a pool and a hot. Well, both the houses had a pool and a hot tub. But from the top level of that house, because it was upstairs, downstairs, and even when you go outside, you can go down even further down to the lanai. But from the top level, I think it was Venezuela. They said we could. Hi,
Is it Cruza?
Cruza. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I'm at the Chick-fil-A, and this lady smelled like the marijuana. She smelled like the Mary Jane. She having a good morning. Good morning, sugar. May the Lord bless you. Anyway. And not that anything wrong with partaking of the marijuana, but I just don't expect it down at the Chick-fil-A. I just don't expect it down at the Chick-fil-A. But that's where we stayed. We stayed in hey Chris. We stayed in one of Tommy Coconut. And when you look it up, it should bring up different houses. And I'm trying to think of, I did some video, smaller house. Because we had, like I said, it was because of the amount of people, we had 2 houses, but they were right beside each other. So you could just like walk around the corner to the other beautiful houses. I think that if I go back to Curacao, I would want to stay on one of the resorts. I don't think they have a whole lot of I don't think Curacao have a whole lot of all-inclusive resorts like what you would get in Jamaica or the Dominican or one of the other Caribbean areas, because a lot of their stuff is so commercialized. Like when you go out on the beach, it's so many restaurants and businesses out there on the beach that it's almost like, is this a free beach or is it a paid beach? So I don't think a lot of the hotels is all-inclusive because, there's, unless they give you vouchers. I don't know how they would do that, but I would like to go back to Curacao. Crystal said that chat on Conscious last night was lit. It was a lit live from what, like I said, I went back this morning and I got through a good bit of it. I got through good bit of it this morning. It was lit. Well, I didn't, and again, I watched it from King Jives. So I don't know whether the same chat was flowing through. I know you can share a live, but I don't know how that worked. But so that's what I watched this morning. Hey, Truth and Reason. Good morning, y'all. They are not running me away. Y'all keep saying that they are not running me away. I made a decision for me to not do this. Because of what I don't want to, because of what I don't want to end up in. So it's nobody running me away. Jobs ain't running me away. Conscious TV ain't running me away. Ain't nobody running me away. I just agree that if you do commentary, you're in the mess. You're in it. You're a part of it because you're doing commentary. And what's going on, I don't want to be a part of it. It has nothing to do with me. I'm talking about it, but it has nothing to do with me. And the only way to not really get all mingled up in it is not to talk about it. So nobody's running me away. I just made a decision that I don't want to do it for those reasons. So the decision was mine. I ran me away. That's who ran me away. That's who ran away. I ran me away. And I told y'all when I first came, I was a runner, a track star. I told y'all anytime I get uncomfortable or anything like that, I kick rock. Jessica said, I love your personality. I hope you find a way to stay. I think that I will talk about, like, I will do, because see, I was doing it the lazy easy way. Can I keep it real? I was doing it the lazy easy way. And what I mean by that is I was doing it in a way where I was just basically recapping other people's commentary. But I think now I'm just going to get my own commentary. Like, I'm going to find these stories that's happening in the church and just do stuff on that myself without getting in the whole Bernard Jordan, Larry Reed saga. I don't want to be wrapped up in that and all that goes along with that. Because I don't want to take a side with that. Because I don't watch neither one of those guys. Like, I don't have nothing against either one. I don't have anything against either one, but I don't watch neither one. So I don't need to be wrapped up in their stuff. And everybody else have a connection to them. I have no connection to neither one. I was over at Sean Talks last night, and everybody on the panel said that they used to watch Larry, or they used to be a part of his thing. I never was. And not for any other reason than I just wasn't. Just like don't watch Tasha K, or just like I don't watch Armand Wiggins. I know who they are. So it's no shade or nothing like that. It's just not the commentary that I watched. So for me to be all up in it, I don't need to be all up in it. AJ Wash, I still believe that Jobs should have covered you while Conscious began to carry on. He called you out your name. Baby, I've been cussed out before. Because after you left, he and Darius started going in. Yeah. But it was because they felt like I came in hot. That was why. Agreed, Jay Wash. I was looking for him to do that too, but I'm not surprised. Sometimes people just stand there when CTT goes off on his rant. It's as if they don't want to say anything while he's going through his tantrum. Roger Davis said, yes, that live was something else last night. It was a lot. And when I went back to listen, I was like, whoa. Yeah. And I don't even want to, it was something said that I would probably have corrected, but I don't even want to correct it. Just let it be that. Let it be that. I don't even want to correct it. No. You're right, Jay. Jaws allowed okay. A lot of people thinking that he allowed it. I think Conscious TV was annoyed with me. You're like, girl, we trying to talk to you, and you coming in here going off and over talking folks and stuff like that. And again, one of the things I did hear him say was, when I came to her chat, I was respectful when I dropped in her chat, and now she's coming over here, and she's jumping time on everybody. So I think he felt, I think at first he was a little, for me going back and re-looking at it, even the part where I got up there, at first he was a little, calm. And then after a while, he was like, fuck that. Fuck that. So I get that, because I can be like that too. Listen, I don't put nothing on somebody else that, I try to be fair. I try to be fair. I try to be fair about the thing. I think that King Josh genuinely wanted your input. I think I read that. I knew I was going to hear from you, Auntie Cruiser. Hey, yours truly. How you doing, sugar? Let me get through this. Hey, Tracy Chappelle. Tracy Chappelle said, you did pick a side, Cruiser. You picked Cruiser side. I sure did. I'm going to pick me every time. Uh, Willie said, I'm glad to see you live. Jessica said, I agree. Okay. Get through these. Hey, Jay Parrish. Hey, sugar. Nice, it's nice. I enjoy listening to you in the morning when we were walking my dog. And I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to find some commentary to come back. Thank you. Desirement, and I do enjoy doing. I do enjoy this area of YouTube. It's a better fit for me. I just have to find. I just have to find a way to keep myself out of the bullshit. You know, I just can't stress enough. I probably said it 15 times, but I mean it 15 more times. I don't want to be out here cussing and fussing and cussing, or what they call, it's this one of the content creator over in the beef sector. What is her name? YouTube cameras. She called YouTube cameras or Y2 cameras. She always say, "Ooh, Cruiser, I like it when you running amok." She has an exit. "Are you running amok? I like you." I don't want to run amok. I left so I didn't have to run amok. I don't want to run amok no more. I do not want to run amok. You look like nice people. I hope 2026 bring you everything you desire. Same to you, sugar. Same to you. Nicest Nice said, no, Conscious TV isn't a bully. He just matched energy. I agree. Oh, Lord. Then you go say Thais is a bully and not Conscious TV. See, that's the kind of stuff right there to get, that kind of get it riled up, and it's said in my chat. So whether I agree with it or not, it's said in my chat, You want a bacon, egg, and cheese? Girl, y'all saw I was trying to stay away from that biscuit. Y'all saw I was trying to stay away from that biscuit, because when I get on this cruise, I'm going to need to be able to keep up with Tracy Chappelle. So I had to stay away from that biscuit. So I got an English muffin, and then I got these potatoes, Jesus. That ain't going to help none. But we're going to eat it and try to walk it off. CTV basically started that is what you get if you are the queen of a church beef sector, and if you love the mess. So he said, prepare for more dragon. And that's the point. That right there. That's the point. Number one, I'm not a self-proclaimed queen. I don't even like those. I don't even like, let's move away from, queen of this and queen of that. Hopefully my sound came back. Let's move away from queen of this and queen of that. Let's move away from that. I don't even like, how some people say, I'm a queen and queen. I don't do those titles, the queen and the king. I just don't care for those titles. But when people started saying that, I said, and probably the person I said it to is probably in the chat. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Honey, people will put you up on that pedestal only for you to get dropped, for you to get drop kicked off. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my code in. Sometimes it talks out loud. I got to ask my son's dad, how do I take off where my code, where it got to be announcing, calling out numbers and announcing stuff. Stop talking. All these gadgets and things got to talk to you now. Stop talking. But I guess y'all say now, why she, what, where's she been? Why she coming home? She took that long drive home. I know she ain't, Miss Cruz ain't doing that old walk of shame in the house. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm teasing. Y'all know I be teasing. But mind your business. Mind your business. Mama home. Anyway. And home just in time to go on and log in and do some work today. I guess I'm going to work a few hours this week. Riri Cash said she never claimed to be the queen of the beef sector, though that was shady. Yeah, I never said that. What's his name? I want to call him AT4. AT2 had it in his title. And when I saw it, I just kind of, I literally bust out laughing at it. And that was my comment. I said, bust out laughing, And then when Lady Dimples dropped in, I said, don't start that, don't play with my Leo side. I don't take that stuff seriously. I don't take that stuff seriously. I know people just enjoy the recap. Him calling her mouth of the South shady, that's not matching energy at all. Well, now, mouth of the South. I do got this mouth. I do, when somebody sent me that, and I had to tell people, stop, don't send me nothing else, because y'all ain't sending me nothing because y'all concerned about me. Y'all sending me stuff at this point because you're messy. Because you're messy. You want to see people act up. That's what you're sending it for me now. You messy. You want to see people act up. But when he called me that, I said, oh yeah, he must have done seen me sometime in the beef sector, or back in the day when I used to go in on William. He done seen the mouth of the South before. He done seen it. He said, don't be acting like you can't and you won't, cause you can and you have. That's what I took. I might be wrong, but I felt like he was saying, don't be coming around here pretending like you can. Okay, my stream went out for a little while. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know whether you heard me, but I was saying that, when he said mouth of the South, I said, oh yeah, he done heard this mouth somewhere, somehow, somewhere. He done heard it. And he was like, yeah, you can. Don't be pretending like you can't. But just because you can don't mean that you want to. Just because you can don't mean that you should. Don't mean like you should. Let me get through these comments so I can get on off of here. Pamela said, good morning. I hope you find your niche on YT because your commentary is enjoyable. Thank you, sugar. It was said by others. Others said it. Hey, Whitley. I think I got through all the commentary. Hey, Preston, my moderator. So that's why we're here. That money is why we're here. The money is always the money. You planning a group all-inclusive resort for 2027? Sign me up. Cruiser likes to vacation like me. Yes, I want to go back to all-inclusive. I just got to find a place. I don't want to go back to Punta Cana. I don't want to go to nowhere else in the Dominican. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go to nowhere in Jamaica. I done been to Jamaica more times, over and over and over and over. So I'm not looking to go to Jamaica no more. My phone rang. I'm back though. I don't want to go to Jamaica no more. I'm Bahama out. I'm Bahama out. My very first trip out of the country was to Freeport, Bahamas, back in 1991. I'm going to say two, but 1991. I got married, and that's where we did our honeymoon. Was in Freeport, Bahamas. That was my first time ever out of the country, and yeah, and I don't even know what I want to do. I've been to Mexico. I went to Belize one time. Did y'all know I thought I was in Mexico? I was in Belize. This was many, many years ago. This was many, many, many years ago. I was in Belize and I thought it was Mexico. We have seen Cruiser put people in their place. This is definitely a personal choice. Yeah, I don't want to be out here, cussing people out and dragging them and calling names and um, and all of that. Hey, Dom Devereaux. Yeah, I've done all that. Advocate for the truth. There is no church beef sector, but if it is one, then expect the same thing they do in the beef sector. Absolutely. Absolutely. And to me, it's turning to be the same thing. It's kind of looks like, it kind of looks, I'm feeling like I jumped out of the frying pan into the frying pan. I just changed locations. See, Crystal, look at you. Look at you. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. But let me get on out of here. Thank y'all again for coming in. I'm gonna have to go back and catch my own replay to catch everybody's. I know their lips are drying talking about the Jordan situation. It's been said 1,000 times. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's been said a lot. I don't even know whether I want to listen to it anymore, even though I should do commentary on it. It's John said it best. It's the song that never ends. It goes around and around, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because it's the song that never ends. He said it best. But anyway, y'all live in peace on purpose, which is what I intend to do. This is the last time I'm explaining this. I hope that y'all understand, but if you're not, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I have to make a personal choice for me and what I want to do, and so that this is a personal choice for me, and I want to do. I'm running scared. That's I choose to be scared than to get all in whatever. And y'all remember, all is well. No matter what you're going through, no matter what it looks like, all is well. Tell your heart that, tell your mind that, until your faith lines up with it and it manifests in your life. All is well. Y'all have a good day.